All right, guys, welcome back to the NASL Week 8 Division 1. We just saw a nice ZVZ between Stefano and Hepro, of course. But before that, we saw a really interesting PvP series between NightEnd and TT1.
Yeah.
And we want to talk a little bit more about that. And I believe we have a special guest on the line.
Yeah, in fact, we do have NightEnd on the line. Hello, NightEnd.
Hey.
How is my favorite Romanian?
Not bad.
You played a pretty sick PvP, man. And it was a really important one as you were down in the group. Now you're even in the group and your playoff hopes are still alive. How are you feeling going into the last couple of weeks of league play?
I feel pretty good. Yeah. I have one question.
Okay.
I haven't saw the cast of my games against TT1. I know you make bets, right?
Yeah.
Let me guess. You bet on me, and Kevin bet on TT1.
That's exactly right, NightEnd.
Okay. And second, did he ever bet on me that I'm gonna win?
Yes, I did. I did
You
several
did?
times.
Okay.
Hey, don't be so negative, NightEnd. NightEnd always says that I underestimate
The
him.
NightEnd knows who loves him, don't you, NightEnd?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah, I feel so bad right now, Silvio. You're really putting me on the spot here. Like, he's making me feel bad for betting on a guy who's 5-1 in the league compared to someone who's 2-3. That's not fair.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
he's 3-3 now, Kevin. TT1 is now 5-2. NightEnd, you played some great games, but we have to acknowledge the fact that you were playing from behind both times. Let's talk about the first game first and foremost. You lost your Stalkers initially, and then TT1 made a big push, and you decided to drop those two Immortals in his main base. I think ultimately that's the choice that won you the game. But how hard was it for you to say, all right, even though I need these units at home to defend, I'm going to send him to his base?
Well, basically, I don't think I was behind.
This is
so you.
This is so NightEnd.
No. I can tell you why. Because when I saw he has robotics, I was sure he will go Colossus. Obviously, I know his style. So I opt for a War Prince with Immortals, and I knew if I drop him, I will make him fall behind.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is, of course, that is a read that you can make whenever you see a player goes for a robotics facility.
No.
It makes sense that NightEnd did that. But didn't you still feel that you lost like a pylon and 2-3 stalkers? Were you not afraid for the push that he made? Because your hold, like, we were both amazed that you were able to hold, because I think it was a fantastic hold. But were you never worried that that push was going to kill you?
It was a fantastic hold. I don't agree with you. You know why? Because he could not reinforce, while I could.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good
Yes,
point.
he had a better army than mine, but I had the advantage that I had I was in my base. He was down the ramp, so that's first advantage I had. And second, that I could reinforce all the time. He couldn't, because he had those immortal in base.
Yeah, no, that of course makes a lot of sense, but I was still a little bit worried for you, because of course you cut off his reinforcements, but you also removed 2 Immortals from your own army, and that basically meant that he had 4 Immortals when he attacked you, and you didn't have a single Immortal, so I think it was a super impressive hold.
NightEnd is not impressed.
NightEnd
You've heard of
amazing.
unimpressed Flash?
No,
Welcome to
I-
unimpressed NightEnd.
I don't
NightEnd's like
think
standard. I always win.
Yeah, maybe it was. I think just I got a bit lucky that he didn't. Yeah, I got a bit lucky. Why? Because he didn't move all his
Army up the ramp.
my base.
Yep.
When he had the Colossus alive.
Yeah.
That's why I got lucky.
Well, if you're not impressed, NightEnd, that's okay, because we still are. Game 2 on Antigua, you found yourself also in a kind of awkward position. You opened up really well playing Blinkstalker against Robo, and we both thought that you were going to just blink up into his base whenever he pushed out, but you ended up going back and defending, and that made things a little bit tough. Then you took a big fight, and your natural lost some units, and I thought certainly you're dead, but you made the incredible decision to snipe off the observers and then go DTs. Can you walk us through that thought process?
Yeah. I was planning and do what you just said, blink to his base all the time, but because I scouted very late with my observer, I did not know what he is doing. I only know he has some stalkers and sentry. I didn't know if he goes DTs, Colossus, or Blink Stalkers. Or I didn't know what he's doing. So that's why I played very passive in the beginning.
Okay. We're just watching on the screen right now, you sniping off those observers. You warp in a couple of DTs, and that's kind of what won you the game. Oh, it's not kind of. It's exactly what won you the game. So talk to us about the DTs.
Yeah. When I saw his army, that he has Colossus, Zealot Sentry, and Blink Stalkers, I knew I'm behind. I knew he had better army composition, so I had to do something. So I choose to go DTs and try to snipe his observers. I also counted on the fact that he might do a mistake and move his both observers close to my stalkers, which he did. If he would have kept like one observer with his army and the other one on a different control back, then that would have been a totally different story.
Mm-hmm. Well, the way it played out was pretty spectacular. They were great wins, NightEnd. Congratulations. Next week, you have a pretty important game, and I'm going to tell you exactly who it is as soon as I find my page, unless Kevin beats me to it.
Stefano.
NightEnd versus Stefano next week. Holy smokes. That's going to be tough. What do you have planned for Stefano?
Kevin, what's your bet?
What?
Did he say, Kevin, what's your bet?
Yeah.
I don't know yet, Stefano. I don't know yet, NightEnd. I'm going to think about it all week. But you know, I bet against you on Wang Xin and you let me down.
Okay, I was just joking.
Yeah, you hurt my feelings, man. This makes me really sad.
Well, I mean, NightEnd, you're never a player that lacks for confidence. So are you going to be able to take out Stefano? It's a must-win game for you.
I hope so.
All right.
He's obviously the better player.
Yeah.
No.
No. We're not going to say that. But right now, he's kind of on top of the scene. So, well, I hope to see a spectacular game. If it's anything like your games today, I'm sure there will be. NightEnd, would you like any shout-outs? Say anything to your team, your sponsors, your friends and family? This is your chance to kind of own the mic.
Okay. Thank to my fans for support. My sponsors, MSI Red Gold Steel Series Ace of Gunner, and thanks Kevin for betting on me.
NightEnd. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for being on the show.
See you, buddy.
And congratulations.
Oh, I love NightEnd. I really love NightEnd.
I think I still deserve this. Once upon a time, I was trolling NightEnd a lot, and since then, he's always been taking shots back at me, so I guess I deserve it.
The only thing I wanted at Home Story Cup was to cast a game with NightEnd, and I didn't get to do it. Maybe at Home Story Cup 5.
That's coming up pretty soon, Ben, so who knows?